Now, if you're looking for the biggest compliment getter from the brand Parfumeur, and I own about 6 fragrances from this brand, this is bar none, hands down, the biggest compliment getter. It's fresh, it's well-groomed, it's versatile, it has mass appeal. It is a Swiss Army knife of a scent. I'm excited to talk to you all about 803 in just a little while, so make sure to stay tuned. Before I begin today's episode and I tell you about 803 from the brand Parfumeur, I'll tell you about the notes, the performance, comparisons, longevity, all that good stuff. But before I begin the video, I do want to mention that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm as well. It would really mean a lot to me. So again, this has a pretty simple note breakdown. It has salt spray, ginger, and patchouli. And it even says aquatique, so it's an aquatic fragrance. And of course, it does have that freshness in here. There's a nice bit of citrus, even though it's not listed in the 3-note breakdown. But that ginger and that oceanic component, that ozonic quality that is in here, you can tell right away this is going to be a bright, fresh, uplifting, compliment-getting fragrance from the brand. Nevertheless, I'm going to tell you all about the smell in just a little while. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So right in the opening of this fragrance, you are going to get this bright, zesty, citrusy introduction that is so hard to resist. I mean, it smells so bright and uplifting, and that combined with the ginger, I think, is what really creates the magic in this fragrance. And interestingly enough, whenever I think of citrus and ginger, I think of fragrances like Bulgari Tiger, right? That's grapefruit, ginger, and Broxen also takes it in a bit of an aquatic direction, but this is so different from that. This has that lingering patchouli in the dry down, and the patchouli is a little bit on the earthy side of things, which creates this duality between the freshness and then that dark sort of earthy component. But what I love about it is that it extends the longevity of the fragrance. So it makes it into this super long lasting composition. That patchouli is very grounded, and it creates this resolute quality that I think is necessary for a fragrance that would otherwise be labeled as an aquatic and would be predominantly heavy on the citrusy and more volatile ingredients. So you're looking at this bright, zesty appeal in the opening. You're looking at a decently and moderately spiced ginger note, but then you're also looking at this smooth, subtle patchouli ingredient, and it has a lot of other ingredients working their magic in here as well. Of course, they're not listed in the note breakdown formally, but you smell it, and I even get like a little bit of like a distinct licorice-y vibe. So it has its own unique personality about it. And, you know, I try to compare it to other fragrances, and I absolutely can't. I'm sure it has a lot of, you know, synthetic aroma molecules, whether it be Kalone or Ambroxan or Isoe Super, just things to sort of freshen it up. And I do get that freshness from this quite clearly, and I am telling you, this is the one that is the easiest to recommend from the brand. It has the mass appeal, it has that sort of a welcoming quality, and it has that super high, super rich compliment factor. So if you're just looking for a fragrance from a niche brand, something that not a lot of other people are wearing, something that is going to give you that attention, something that is going to be flexible and versatile, you can dress it up, dress it down. The patchouli is long-lasting enough that you can wear it in the colder weather, and the freshness is bright and zesty enough that you can wear it in the hotter weather. Please try 803 by Parfumeur. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, like I said, I tried comparing it to other fragrances to no avail. This one does stand on its own 2 legs. It's a unique fragrance. Longevity on this one is a solid 8 hours on skin. Projection was fantastic. For the first hour to hour and a half of application, it radiated beyond an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 7, I want to say, a skin scent right around 8 or 9, depending on your skin chemistry, of course. Versatility, you can dress it up or dress it down. I think it has enough of the citrus to create that refined quality that somebody might want to wear in a dressed up scenario, but it also has this relaxing ambiance about it. I can see somebody really enjoying it casually. Anybody of any age, perfectly unisex, but I can see some people arguing that it might lean traditionally masculine, especially on account of that verdant undertone. And I think that in terms of the presentation, the brand is really, really well done. I love the sleeve and even just the categorization of the fragrances. And this one is really, really well done. My final verdict on this fragrance is, if you're looking for a unique, original, compliment-getting niche fragrance, and you want to explore something that is very easy to wear, mass appealing, please start things off with 803 by Bon Parfumeur. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took anything of value from today's episode. If you did, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching. I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.